Good morning, Michelle Saxman here, and ready to share with you some time in Proverbs. Today is Proverbs 11. The reflection from Hope Church is going to be Proverbs 11:24 is the highlighted verse. Give freely and become more wealthy. Be stingy and lose everything. The reflection. The practicals of this chapter are not lost on me. However, I can't help but think about how this particular verse echoes Jesus's words in the gospel. Matthew 10:39 says, "Whoever finds his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life for my sake will find it." Jesus offers us a better way to live freely and to find freedom by offering up our whole selves to him. When we're willing to lose it all, we'll find it all in Christ. Because Jesus, we are able to live out of his abundance. We don't have to live in a state of scarcity, grasping all sorts of counterfeit sources of life. We have been given life himself, and there is a better way in him. So on to the reading for Proverbs chapter 11. The Lord abhors dishonest scales, but accurate weights are his delight. When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by duplicity. Wealth is worthless in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. The righteous of the blameless make a straight way for them, but the wicked are brought down by their own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright delivers them, but the unfaithful are trapped by evil desires. When a wicked man desires, his hope perishes. All he expected from his power comes to nothing. The righteous man is rescued from trouble, and it comes on the wicked instead. With his mouth, the godless destroys his neighbor, but through knowledge, the righteous escape. When the righteous prosper, the city rejoices. When the wicked perish, there are shouts of joy. Through the blessing of the upright, a city is exalted, but by the mouth of the wicked, it is destroyed. A man who lacks judgment derides his neighbor, but a man of understanding holds his tongue. A gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy man keeps a secret. For lack of guidance, a nation falls, and many advisors make victory sure. He who puts up security for another will surely suffer, but whoever refuses to strike hands in pledge is safe. A kind-hearted woman gains respect, but ruthless men gain only wealth. A kind man benefits himself, but a cruel man brings trouble on himself. The wicked man earns deceptive wages, but he who sows righteousness reaps a sure reward. The truly righteous man attains life, but he who pursues evil to his death. The Lord detests men who perverse heart, but he delights in those whose ways are blameless. Be sure of this, the wicked will not go unpunished, but those who are righteous will go free. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman who shows no discretion. The desire of the righteous ends only in good, but the hope of the wicked only in wrath. The man who gives freely yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly but comes to poverty. A generous man will prosper. He who refreshes others with himself will be refreshed. People curse the man who hoards grain, but blessing crowns him who is willing to sell. He who seeks good finds goodwill, but evil comes to those who search for it. Whoever trusts in the riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. He who brings trouble on his family will inherit only wind, and the fool will be a servant to the wise. The fruit of the righteous is the tree of life, and he who wins souls is wise. If the righteous receive their due on earth, how much more the ungodly and the sinner? I have a couple of takeaways on this one. And again, it is a lot of contrast of things of the culture that are pulling us versus knowing, keeping our tongue, holding, seeking wisdom, going at a slower pace, accumulating the wealths, not of the world, but of the kingdom. So it says, people curse the man who hoards grain, but blessing. But again, that's a scarcity mindset that I have to keep for myself, that I can't share, be willing to sell. So that hoarding scarcity mentality versus giving freely, which is also something we read about yesterday. He who brings trouble on his family will only inherit the wind, and the fool will be the servant of the wise. The fruit of the righteous is the tree of life. You guys, what fruit are we bearing? So what does the external world see? That is a reflection of our internal environment. When we are cultivating the fruits of the Spirit, when we are cultivating gratitude, peace, perseverance, wisdom, joy, love, when we are cultivating that goodness of that he promises, that will be the fruit that the world can see in an external realm. We don't do it for external gratification. We do it for the internal glory. We are spiritual beings having a temporary human experience, and we are invited through Proverbs to cultivate that spirit, that truth that is within us, pulling the weeds of the culture, pulling away that level of sin, doubt, worry, fear, and allowing his light to fully shine. So y'all have a super blessed day. Stay connected to the vine, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.